Ladies and gentlemen, in this issue of Look magazine, you will find the 1963 Look All-America team, as selected by 1,100 members of the Football Writers Association of America, headed by the association president, Blackie Sherrod, of the Dallas Times-Herald. At this moment, the players selected are all gathered in NBC in New York City. And if Mr. Sarnoff's calculations are correct, all we have to do is punch a button, and we'll meet our All-American muscle men. Okay, come in, New York. Well, I don't know whether that's New York or not, but man, let's stay with it. These, ladies and gentlemen, are the 6 Bowl Queens. From Miami, here is the Orange Bowl Queen, Miss Jeannie Heffinger. A professional model, she attended the University of Miami. But there's no use loitering here because, well, Jeannie's getting married in January. And from Houston, the queen of the Bluebonnet Bowl, Barbara Ann Alexander. This blue-eyed blonde is a freshman at South Texas Junior College. Her father's an agent with the Internal Revenue Department. Whoop, whoop, everybody duck. Our Sugar Bowl queen is Miss Carmen Dubrock. Carmen is only 16 years old and is one of the top students in her class. She is the former Miss Livestock Festival of Louisiana. This lovely miss is Miss Gerald Clayton, queen of the Liberty Bowl in Philadelphia. 20 years old, she's a student nurse at Lankenau. Proceed with caution, men. Watch it, because I know what can happen to a chap who meets a pretty student nurse. From Jacksonville, Florida, here is Valerie Vestal, Miss Gator Bowl. Now, Valerie likes to swim, dive, and sew. Not, of course, all at the same time. Rounding out our New York roster and doing an excellent job of it is the Cotton Bowl queen, Jerry Lee, the sweetheart of the University of Texas. And out here in Los Angeles, we'd like very much to have you meet our queen of the Tournament of Roses. Oh, certainly too bad Rob had to miss this. This is Miss Nancy Neeland. It's going to take all of NBC's Living Color to do justice to her in the Rose Parade and the Rose Bowl game on New Year's Day. And there you have it. That's our packet of pulchritude, the Bowl Queens of 1963. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Look All-America team. First, let's meet the monsters from beneath the mud. The Look All-America Centers.
Kenny Dale from the University of Mississippi.
Kenny's so strong, he just stands up there and lets the other players bounce off of him.
Dick Butkus, University of Illinois.
You know, line coach Bill Taylor flew in with Dick to make sure I tell you that the amazing Mr. Butkus made 10 unassisted tackles against Minnesota, and he figured in 23 tackles against the Buckeyes. Now, let's meet the lads that, well, you never meet these cats face to face. Usually there's nothing but their cleats sticking out of the pile. The All-America Guards.
Bob Brown, University of Nebraska.
Boy, there's 272 pounds of corn-fed beef. Bob plans to play pro ball, then teach biology. Well, that's certainly the place to learn it.
Steve DeLong, University of Tennessee.
Steve's specialty is rushing the passer, chasing the ball carrier, blocking kicks. Twice this season, he showed up in the enemy huddle.
Rick Redmond, University of Washington.
Rick is one of the Huskies from up in my part of the country. He has a 15 tackle average per game, and we're going to be watching Rick in the Rose Bowl.
Mike Riley, University of Iowa.
Well, Mike's a senior that the pros all have big eyes for. He's certainly proven himself on the field. Now, all they want to know is, can he handle himself in a shaving commercial? And now, on to the guys that they raise on raw meat and carpet tags. The tackles.
Scott Appleton, University of Texas.
Scotty was just voted the Outland Trophy as the outstanding interior lineman. Never been on a losing team, Scotty, and I trust my bookie is making notes on it.
Carl Eller, University of Minnesota.
They tell me Carl's ambition is to be an actor. Well, he's got a good start, 245 pounds of ham. Now we come to sort of a mixed category, a mixed bag here. You know, the way modern football is played, nobody's sure anymore who's playing what, so we call the All-America ends and flankers.
Vern Burke, Oregon State University.
Here's a beaver with hands to match. In one season, Vern caught 69 passes to break an all-time NCAA record.
Bob Lacey, the University of North Carolina.
Boy, Bob's Bob's got hands like a claw machine. He's caught everything this year except the flu.
Jay Wilkinson, Duke University.
Did you know that Jay is the son of Bud Wilkinson, famous head coach from the University of Oklahoma? Now, there's a severe blow to nepotism, isn't it? And he's called one of Duke's all-time greats. Instead of quarterbacks, fullbacks, and halfbacks, this year the committee picked the best backs, regardless of their position. And here they are.
Tommy Ford, University of Texas.
This year alone, Tommy gained over 700 yards. His explanation? I learned to run crooked instead of straight.
Sherman Lewis, Michigan State University.
I want to tell you, Sherman had a great season for a 154-pounder. He not only finished the season an All-American, but he finished in one piece.
Billy Lothridge, Georgia Tech.
Well, here's a rambling wreck who ran up a pretty fair record. He set a new national field goal record and finished among the tops in the country in scoring, punting, and place kicking.
Jimmy Sidle, Auburn University.
In one season, Jimmy not only passed for 746 yards, but in his first 8 games, he averaged 104 yards on the ground.
Jim Grisham, University of Oklahoma.
This Sooner fullback holds the Orange Bowl rushing record. He slashed through that mighty Alabama line for 107 yards.
Tom Vaughn, Iowa State University.
Tommy's a solid cyclone. He plays offense and defense, and he averages 50 minutes a game. He's won 12 varsity letters in 4 sports. You know, due to the games that unfortunately had to be canceled last month and the rescheduling of games, 5 of our players could not appear in person. They are Ernie Borghetti from the University of Pittsburgh, Ken Cortis from the University of Louisville. These are tackles. Lawrence Elkins from Baylor University, flanker. And 2 great backs, Midshipman Roger Staubach, United States Naval Academy, winner of the Heisman Award, and Don Truhl from Baylor University. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our Bowl Queens and the Look All-American football team for 1963.